got an interesting video for you guys today. So in front of me, I have this 2x4. It's a bit rough looking, and I thought, well, I can just sand it, start at 80, but there's a better way to do it. And I want to show you something. So maybe you already know what this is, but this is an electric hand planer. And the great thing about it is, it allows me to surface this real quickly. And instead of spending time on the lower grits, I can jump to the higher grits much faster, and it's not hard to use. In fact, this was only $30. In fact, I got this on Marketplace for 15 bucks. Can't beat that. Let me show you how to use this. It's important to secure the workpiece. And in this video, I'm going to show you two separate ways. But I have the MFT table, and so I have these side rails, and I'm going to use these clamps. They can fit right underneath, and they're relatively inexpensive. So this is a great way to secure it. So essentially, it has two soles, one in the front right here, and this one is the one that moves. So to do it, we just twist this, and I'm gonna go 1/64th of an inch, and then we're gonna take our first pass. There are great videos on the technique of this, but essentially when you begin, you wanna press down on the front, and then as you get to the end, you wanna switch that to the back. That way you don't cause snipe or you don't gouge the front or the back of your workpiece. Generally, you want to move at a slower rate for a better finish, and I would only do a 64th or maybe 3/64ths. And if you're getting too much tear out, then go back to 1/64th. So I know you guys can't feel this, but this is very smooth. Now, you still need to sand this, but we can probably start at 150 grit. Whereas if we didn't use this hand planer, we'd have to start with at least, I would say 80 grit. So we definitely saved a step there. So if you have a nice tabletop, you can use this inexpensive shelf liner, and it's really grippy. So that way when you're pressing down, the piece won't move on you. Unfortunately, this planer is a little bit undersized for this job. The piece is 3 inches wide and the planer is 3 inches and an eighth. So very narrow. It's possible, but I just wanted to see how it would do with this surface. And as you can see, it will take a couple passes. Typically, I think you're gonna see more bowing or concavity with a wider piece, but you can still make do with it. That being said, this is still faster than sanding, and it gives you that pre-ready surface. In conclusion, as you can see, the electric hand planer is a great way to surface the material very quickly. So when you're buying 2x4s, instead of starting at 80 grit or lower and trying to work your way up, I would just pick myself up an inexpensive hand planer. Now the thing is, this has a limited capacity. It's not really good for 2x4s, the broad face of it. But they do make a model. It's $64 right now on Amazon. I'll leave a link below, and that will take care of this in a jiffy. And the great thing is, instead of spending a ton of time in abrasive sanding, you can just do this in about a minute, maybe less, and then you can start off at that 150 or even potentially higher. So hopefully this video helps and gives you an alternative way to be more efficient in the workshop. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.